Hello everybody, this is DreadPirateDuo here. I am recording episode 11 of Eco. This will be a solo episode. I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit more about the game mechanics. Try to get into it so I can explain it to you, because I know it's an expensive game. It is $40 per copy right now. It's not $40 for 4 copies. I misread that. So in the multiplayer video, I kind of screwed up there. I'm correcting that. I'll also correct it the next multiplayer video that we do. The reason I want to bring up roads is I have had some comments on videos asking about roads, and someone specifically, which I apologize I didn't write your name down, asked me to do an episode on roads. So in episode 10 I talked a little bit about ramps and carts and the evils that they are, and I wanted to go ahead and hopefully fix that for you guys. When you go down the path of creating roads, you start off with carpentry, and you make off the carpentry table here. Now someone else can do this for you. You don't need to learn everything. But in the carpentry table, there is a Wainwright table. The Wainwright table is actually made for creating wheels transportation. Roads are also a part of this. So when you go through your skill points, and let's see, I'm trying to think of where it is. It's not carpentry. It's not civics. Is it engineering? It is engineering. So civil engineering unlocks dirt roads, dirt ramps. Level 1 will give you, which is the kind of where you start off with. It gives you the stone tools as well. Level 3 gives you asphalt. I have not unlocked level 3. I've just stuck with level 1 right now. I don't know if I care about asphalt ramps and roads all that much. I did pump some extra points into making the constructing of the roads faster. This is when you make your road in a bench, and I'll get more on. I'll do more on that later. And construction efficiency, where the cost of making the road blocks is less. Again, this is for making roads in tables. You can use a road tool, which you create in an anvil. This will turn a dirt block into a dirt road block, or a piece of stone that you've broken up with your pickaxe into stone road. It does cost 50 calories for every use, so there's significant downside if you're trying to keep your nutrition up and you don't have a lot of great food. So with that being said, what I want to show you is the Wainwright table, and that's this guy over here. This will be created through the carpentry table as I just showed you. One thing about this is when you first start out, you're not going to get the road tool. You actually have to progress up into making an anvil, which requires quite a few steps in the skill chart to get to that point. It takes a while. I grinded away at that, and I unlocked everything. It took probably about 800 skill points to open that up, just 800 on just that path. And then I had to go and do a bunch of mining and smelting, and it just took a long time. I ended up making one for myself and one for Cage, and honestly, Cage didn't even care about it. It was more of a hassle, I believe, than just him making them in the table. So, in the table, you will have multiple options. You have a wood cart, powered cart. This is the only place you can make carts at this current time. And then you'll have your stone road ramp, or stone ramp, and then the dirt equivalents. One cool thing is once you unlock this, you don't need the Wainwright table to get started. You can get started with stone roads, from your quarry. Your quarry, which I always want to call the masonry table, because that's what I feel it is. It's a table and it's made of stone, and you do mason work on it. Anyways, stone ramp and stone road can be made here. They cost the same. Any points that you put into reducing the cost or increasing the speed of crafting will be at both locations. It's for the item, it's not for the table. If you want to do dirt roads, your good old workbench that you kind of had from day one, you can unlock it immediately, will have the ability to do dirt ramps and dirt roads. Again, they cost the same. When you're doing dirt ramps and roads are in the carry spot down here only. You have to carry them. You can get a stack of 10 at a time and lay them down. I don't know if that's going to be a bug that's fixed, but to be perfectly honest, Being able to carry 10 at a time and put them down isn't a game breaker. It actually seems to enhance gameplay for me, because I don't have to run back and forth one block at a time to lay these things down. That just would be super tedious, especially because you have no way of carrying more items until you get wooden carts. And wood carts are finicky at best. Every time I load it into the game, I typically have to turn around, go into the bay back here, find my wood cart that somehow launched into the bay. Even from all the way over here where my stone road is over there, it'll launch into the bay, and then I have to like push and jump it at the wheels to kind of push it out. Takes a good 5-10 minutes. Not a real big fan of that. I've heard powered carts are better. I'm grinding towards that right now, but it's going to be a little while before we can open that up. I just got steel working, which will allow me to make a blast furnace, and I can move forward with production at that point. So going back to roads, there's like I said, there's a couple ways to do it. I have some I have some dirt road here that I've already put down to make this bridge go all the way across. I want to convert some of it to stone, and the reason for that is there's a modifier on this. If I'm on a dirt road with a cart, I have 100% movement, which means it's my normal movement. If I'm on a stone road with a cart, I have 110% movement. That 10%, I can't see it. I don't know if it's truly implemented in the game, but I have noticed that my carts behave much more uniform on stone roads. I like that. I'd like them to work properly while I'm pulling them instead of being thrown all over the place. So I'm working on converting this dirt road to stone. Another thing about doing the roads and stuff is you carry the roads in your carry spot, but you carry the ramps in your inventory, and currently there's no weight associated with them, which is awesome because that means I can just carry them around and place them down as needed. When you place a ramp down, you can pick it up with a hammer, so the hammer is a great thing to get. Construction, it's like 1 or 2 points at the very beginning, gives you the hammer, and basically lets you use it for 13 calories, which I think if you don't have the hammer and or don't get that skill and just get the hammer, you're going to end up using 20 or plus calories for each hit. I pulled up this stone ramp, and I wanted to show you, which I think I already did in 10, but I want to show you again, that there's a trick to making ramps work properly. If you don't dig out underneath the ramp and you just put solid dirt under here, what happens is imaginary grass grows on it, even though it's covered by the ramp. And that grass will stop your cart from going. So you'll like be rolling your cart up here, and then it'll just lift off the ground right here, and it'll hover above the ground, maybe like an inch or so it might seem. You can't move it. It's stuck. I was angry because I made a bunch of ramps and I made some nice roads and I couldn't take my carts anywhere. Someone on the forums indicated, hey, we can go ahead and dig out from underneath and that'll fix it. So I did that, but I was having some weird problems. So I kept reading on the forums, and someone said, just make everything a road underneath the ramp. By doing that, digging it out and putting down roadblocks here, it works. It works great. I can take my carts anywhere. So I went ahead and put that back down. I did try just putting roads down without, dirt roadblocks without digging out the bottom, and I was still getting stuck. When you roll your carts up and down ramps, you can see in the lower left-hand corner here, it'll go to 0 efficiency or 0 ability, and that will stop your cart from moving. It's really annoying. So you don't want that. We have a couple extra, we have that extra work that we have to do on ramps. It's just a pain. It is what it is now. It's alpha. They'll get to it. There's more pressing game bugs that they've got to work on. Cage has his mind going on over there too, and what I'm not sure of, he's using ramps, but they're on stone. They're on smooth stone. Since stone doesn't grow anything, I don't know if he's having problems with that or not. So I'll talk to him on multiplayer. When we record multiplayer episodes, we'll see what he has to say about that. I'm assuming he's probably still having some sort of issue, because it looks like he's starting to put storage chests on the way down, and I have a feeling that's for storing the stone that he's digging out, because he can't take his cart up and down. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I think. So what I've done is, in the conversion process, I was telling you there was a couple different ways to make roads, one with the road tool and one with the road blocks. I put some roadblocks here inside our cart that I brought down here that I had to fish out of the water because I let go of it and it launched itself into the water. So that was fun. But I'm going to go ahead and put 10 in my carry inventory. And what should happen is it should have brought my shovel out. Alright. It's not going to today. Interesting. So what I want to do is I want to put a piece of stone road right there. So I'm going to highlight that square. I'm going to right click and boom. Stone road. Goes from 9 here. Or goes from 10 to 9 down there. And yeah, we have a stone road. I already have the stone laid out here. And I want to show you kind of how detrimental this tool can be to your calorie count. So I'm going to bring this up. And I don't know if I'm going to finish this before running out of calories. So if I come, every time I do this, I waste 50 calories. If you look in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a negative 50 in red kind of float above my calories. And this method works in a it works well for certain situations. When I'm digging, I have a tunnel over there, which I'll try to show you before I end the video. And in that tunnel, I wanted the road I wanted the stone roads in it. Well, I didn't want to dig up all that stone and just kind of dig it up and take it to a table and make a stone block and put it back down. Even though it would save me a lot of calories doing that, it would save me approximately 20 calories per hit, a little bit less than that. So what I did is I broke it up and I used the tool. And it was just really fast. I paid the price in calories for it. It looks like I paid a lot of calories, but I was able to finish the section I put here. When you're doing stuff with water, it's a little different. The reason why I chose to do it this way is the first thing I did is this wood road, or this road here, this dirt road. That's a wood railing next to it, so I keep saying wood. This dirt road I wanted to put up above the blocks and above the water. And after I made it all the way across, I did not like the way it looked. It just looked just cheap and like I didn't care about making this work well. Well, I changed that. What happened to my jumping? Sorry, this game sometimes you get caught up when you jump on near something. So what I did is I decided, well, I want it to go in the water. Going in the water is a difficult thing when you're dealing with eco, because water is a hazard. Water levels can rise when CO2 levels rise, and you're kind of stuck. Anything that's underwater is not usable. You can't mine anything that's underwater. It's pretty much, if you're flooded, you're done. With that being said, how do you regain control of that? And the answer is you use gravity. Gravity is only applied to 2 blocks, quote unquote, that I know of in this game. Dirt and I'm going to say broken stone, which is after you break it with a pickaxe and you pick it up. When you place it, if I place it here, or I should say if I place it right here, it looks like it's connected, like I meant to put it there. But if I come over here and I place it, it actually fell down to this level. And since water's only 1 deep here, it is now turned that water block into a dirt block. You can easily get that water block back by taking it out. But I can't dig underneath, even though directly underneath is some sand. That's important because what I did is I took this railing all the way across. And also, this road that was lifted, that was all the way across as well. And I took dirt, and I just dropped it one at a time all the way down so that it used that edge. Gravity took place, and now the road was down here. Well, after I did it all in dirt, I determined I didn't want dirt, I wanted stone. Because it's going over the water, it's more predictable, it's a smoother ride, and I don't want my cart to get stuck, and then I toss it up in the air, because it can fly like 30, 40 feet in the air, and then land out in the water somewhere. It's just a pain. So I started converting it to stone, and I've got a lot of this done back here. I'm going to take it all the way across. I'm going to try to do all 4. If I don't, I'm just going to do the center 2. I'm not sure how much effort I want to put into it. But what I had to do is I had to take that stone, the crushed stone, and do that same trick I showed you, and drop it in and then use the tool. And that was a lot faster than me going through the process of attempting to somehow put blocks down, because you can't put road blocks down at all in the water. You can't do anything. So like, I know it's 1 deep here, but you see how it's not deducting anything. If you look at what I'm carrying down here at the bottom of the screen, it's not deducting it and it's not dropping it in. So one of the things that you just gotta kind of hazards you gotta work around when you play this game, and it's I'm hoping that they make it a little bit easier to deal with water. I understand why they're making it such a hazard, because they want it to be a part of the global survival aspect. Before I let you guys go, I'm making a short video today. I don't particularly like to make solo videos that are more than 15 to 20 minutes. I just feel that that's kind of the sweet spot for if you want to look and watch a video. You got 15, 20 minutes, maybe during a lunch break, or maybe you're listening to it on the way home. Please don't watch it on the way home. I just feel it's a good place to cut off, especially when I'm trying to show you a bunch of information, because if I drag it on, you just kind of forget, and it gets boring. So here, I did it all the way, I got this all the way set up, all the way to this point. I dug through here just to see how far away I was from this side, but also, when I logged off with a cart that was in my tunnel, and it ended up being up on top here. And what you'll see is I have my cart right here, because I pushed it down from up there. And when I grab it to try to push it, my road efficiency on grass is 0%, which means it won't move. And oh, there we go, flying cart. There's always that opportunity, or there's always that chance that could happen when you're getting out of your cart. I can come here and I can basically push against the tire. Oh, no, not that way. I needed to go that way towards that little my little building over there, but it launched it the opposite direction. Fiddlehead, can I grab some? Nope, it's dead. Anyways, so that's what you have to do. You have to finagle it and get it all the way over here. I'm going to be building a road over here to get to this mine, because there's iron in this mine. I have not found iron anywhere else, except for I found a couple pieces up here, which I already mined by that chest. Anyhow, that is what excuse me, that is what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to make this tunnel go all the way across and get over to that mine area. Showing you what I did here, I just broke up the bottom and then used the tool on it. So roads are simple in that respect. They are necessary for your carts to work properly. When you're doing tunneling through here, you have to go at minimum. You have to go 3 high above the road. I was starting to go 4 high and then realized I didn't need it. When you're building ramps that are kind of underground, you will need to go 3 to 4 high above the exact spot here. Because if you don't, when you're coming down, if you only go 3 high, when you're coming down with your cart, suddenly and magically you'll appear on the top up there, and then your cart will get stuck, and you'll have to push it off the edge. Happened to me a bunch while I was trying to figure out the issue with the ramps and trying to get my carts through here. But the way that's designed, that tunnel, it works now. I can move my carts all over the place. I fixed these particular ramps right here so they're set up properly. I did not fix any of these ramps, so these are possibly in need of some repair. But I'll let Game Edge or somebody else do that. Unless it gets me angry because I can't bring my carts up here, and then I'll just go ahead and do it. Well, anyways, I'm looking at some of the cool stuff here Pam made. Pam made some huckleberry pie. It gives me 1,500 calories and has a really good mix of protein and carbs and nutrition. So that's a lot. I'm pretty sure if I eat that right now, though, looking at my numbers, it will hurt me. I need more fat and protein. I actually need more fat than protein, which is unusual. So 5 chain. Wow. I like. There's 23 of these. Sorry, Pam. I'm eating a little bit more than I usually do. but I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I'm fed up, or I'm all fed. So I'm fed. Right now I have 244 skill points a day. That's great. I don't know if I want to keep playing today. I think I might just want to absorb those 244 because I need 400 skill points to unlock cement mixing, and that's going to be the next skill that I want to take. I've got, but if I wait, I'm going to have to keep playing. If I wait any longer, I'm going to not be able to make steel, and I need to make the blast furnace so that when I do mine iron, I actually get a better, a better conversion rate. I've been reading that's the case. I'm crossing my fingers because the bloomery makes a whole lot of tailings. I think I go over that in episode 10 if you want to see kind of what's going on with tailings and what I don't agree with, and go from there. So again, we're at 20 minutes now. We're getting a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I really appreciate you guys taking a look at my video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. I'll do what I can to answer them. It may not be very timely. It might be a day or two. Things have been kind of picking up at work and with family. So you guys have a great day, great evening, and I will hopefully see you later.